A confidential phone conversation between Donald Trump and Volodymyr Zelensky earlier this month has reportedly brought a significant policy shift into focus, according to sources familiar with the discussion. In the reported call, Trump is said to have asked whether Ukraine would be able to target major Russian cities, specifically Moscow and St. Petersburg, if provided with appropriate long-range weaponry. Zelensky's reported response was direct. Ukraine could launch such strikes, provided it receives the necessary arms. Sources indicate that Trump did not object to the concept, allegedly characterizing it as a potential method to pressure Moscow into negotiating a ceasefire. He is said to have described the proposed actions as a way to make Russian leadership experience direct consequences for its ongoing campaign against Ukraine. The timing of the call, which allegedly took place on July 4, adds to its symbolic significance. Although no official confirmation or denial has been issued by Washington, the reported conversation aligns with other recent indicators of a more assertive posture by Trump toward Russia. This includes a public proposal to impose full tariffs on Russian imports should the Kremlin fail to pursue peace talks within a designated period. Further developments followed the call, according to the report. A list of advanced missile systems was reportedly shared with Zelensky during subsequent meetings in Rome involving U.S. defense officials and NATO representatives. Among the systems discussed were Tomahawk cruise missiles, with a range of approximately 1,600 kilometers, and Army Tactical Missile Systems, ATACMS, which Ukraine has already deployed in selected operations. These systems could offer Ukraine the capacity to strike strategic locations inside Russia, beyond the current battlefield lines. However, transferring such weapons directly from the U.S. to Ukraine remains subject to legislative restrictions. To navigate these legal barriers, the proposal under discussion may involve selling the weapons to European allies, who could then transfer them to Kyiv. This approach would technically comply with existing laws while still expanding Ukraine's long-range capabilities. Despite the strategic rationale behind these discussions, American officials remain cautious. Recent Ukrainian operations, including high-risk missions such as one dubbed Operation Spiderweb, involving drones concealed in prefabricated structures and used to target Russian military assets, have raised questions about escalation risks and long-term consequences. That particular operation reportedly damaged or destroyed a dozen Russian aircraft and marked a significant psychological blow to Russian military morale. These developments highlight the ongoing tension in balancing strategic support for Ukraine with the imperative of avoiding direct confrontation between the U.S. and Russia. As debate continues in Washington and among NATO allies, the potential implications of the Trump-Zelensky conversation could weigh heavily on the future trajectory of Western involvement in the conflict.